Hello, everyone. Today I am feeling incredible. My body feels good. The weather is perfect here in Southern California. It is springtime and the birds are singing, and it is a morning off to myself. The kids are at school, my husband is at work, and I am here enjoying myself. Um, Life is good. But I wanted to take some time today to talk with you about what I do when I'm not feeling this way, what I do when I'm feeling blue or sad or frustrated or dark. I had a period last week where I was feeling that way, really in a dark place. Um, if you are my friend or my close friend, you know that I'm a Scorpio sun. That is my astrological sign. And really, what that means for me personally is that I I really embrace darkness. I can see that the lows of life are what transforms me. They are, the most challenging times in my life are the biggest catalysts for growth and transformation and becoming an elevated version of myself, because it takes, many alcoholics say, like reaching your bottom. Like there are so many points in my life, so many situations that I have had to get to my very bottom to expand, right? To become better. So, how is it that I personally move forward when I'm feeling blue? How do I get out of that so I can come back into a state of well-being? And I do want to say that depression, anxiety, these things are real. And so if you find yourself in a state where it is lasting a really long time, it's probably a good idea to talk to somebody about it. And there are also periods of our life, because life is cyclical, and you are not supposed to be happy all the time. There are those periods where it's just about making a shift, right? To get back to that happier state of being. But we're not supposed to always be happy. And I think that that's important to note. We're not always supposed to be riding high, right? There's this real discussion about toxic optimism. What do I do personally? And this is going to be different for everybody. But most often, when I am feeling darkness, sadness, frustration, those feelings are coming from me not living into my own values. This takes a lot of work, because you need to understand what your values are and define them. But after doing that work, when I feel not myself, I can go in and check in with what my values are. Like, why am I not feeling so good? And the first thing that I do, the most important thing, is kind of shut down. So this may be hard for the people that I live with, right? Because I have to come back into myself, and that means like shutting off the outside, maybe turning off the TV, turning off my phone, being quiet. That is an important part of my process, and listening to myself. The other thing is about, another thing that helps me is to be present. And so giving myself moments of slowing down. The way that I love to slow down is to do every single task with intention. Let's say I'm cooking dinner and we're having green beans. I'm going to snap every green bean individually. I'm going to slow down. Notice what I'm doing. Notice the sensation of the green beans in my hand, the beauty of the water washing over them in the colander. Like those little things, and making it like this romantic process, that gets me back into flow. That gets my brain back into right now instead of wherever it has been focused. The other thing is about that I really have to check in with is my body, and what it is that I'm consuming, right? And this isn't just food. This is, who are you spending your time with? What information are you consuming via TV, podcasts, books, conversations with people? It's energy, right? What am I consuming? What is inside of me? And is it in alignment with who I want to be? Or is it bringing me down? Oftentimes, I can see like maybe I've been having these conversations that aren't in my highest and best, or maybe I've been like watching really crappy TV or consuming food that doesn't make my body feel great. Like, it's what I'm putting in that I have to look at. Once I start feeding my body better, once I start having, more positive, uplifting, inspired conversations or listening to podcasts. That was how one of the biggest catalysts for me last week when I wasn't feeling great, right? I found a new podcast that was expansive, right? Made me feel incredible. And then I deleted a bunch that no longer were serving me. Things that I was listening to that made me feel yucky, right? And that's like the best way to say it. Like, if something's making you feel gross, maybe it's time to eliminate it. Maybe it's served its purpose. Same with relationships. Like, that's a hard one. That's a much more profound one to have to look at and eliminate. But it's part of our process as humans. And then the other thing is health. And that can do with consumption, but it can also do with like moving my body. For me, health is a big one. It's what makes me feel great. And so sometimes I just need to sweat. Spending time with my family, spending time with my animals, those are all great. But first, before I can do any of that, I need to go within. I need to slow down, listen to myself, find who I truly am. I would really love to hear from you guys if you've identified the things that bring you back into balance, what they are. And I thank you for letting me have the opportunity and the platform as a creator to share my experience with you. I look forward to posting next week. As a creator, I don't like to post when I'm feeling blue, so that's why there was no video last week. But I do feel like it's my responsibility to let you guys know that I'm not perfect. I'm not happy all the time. And so if I go dark on here, that maybe I'm processing something, right? Maybe I'm going through a transition. So hopefully there will be a video next week. I have a lot of really fun summer plans and things going on. So I look forward to sharing those things with you guys. And that's it for today. Please share with me what brings you back into balance in the comments below. Like and subscribe for more videos. Until next week. I need to paint my nails.